We're back again.
I'm sure we've been sat here for about an hour now.
Yeah. So, excuse us if we get rambly. We've been filming a while.
Yeah, we've both been working opposite shifts, so we have to film like bulk videos. That's why we're still in the same clothes.
And now we're not even talking to you about what this video is about.
Yay!
We're going to do something totally random and different today.
Yeah, we've not done this before.
Never.
No.
Not even at school. We are going to do a book review. We're going to keep it spoiler free.
I will do my best.
Or should we just do one with...
We're going to say there's going to be spoilers.
We'll say there's
try
spoilers,
not to do
yeah.
any big points, but...
There's going to be a few spoilers because I don't think we can review a book without...
talking about the book.
Yeah. Anyway, let's show you what we're talking about. So this is the Disney's Once Upon a Time... No, it's not. I say that every time.
Dream.
Once Upon a Dream Twisted Tale. This is going to go so well when you don't even know the name of the book.
Not fantastic.
So, these are...
For sale in Asda at the minute. For £4.
Not what I was going to say, but there you go. Also not a sponsored video. No. I feel like I'm saying that a lot in our videos lately.
It's because I keep getting excited about certain things.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So this is What If Sleeping Beauty Never Woke Up? So, I'm trying to think how to even tell you without ruining it. Obviously, as it says on the front cover, Prince Charming leans in, gives her her kiss, and he falls asleep.
Wasn't a very good kiss. Can I just get my rant out the way about this book?
Go on.
There's spelling mistakes
Yeah.
and grammatical errors. There's only a couple, but once you notice it, you start looking out for it.
Also in mine, there's like a whole misprinted page somewhere.
Is there? I didn't get that.
I like what I call dirty printing.
Dirty.
Hang on, I'm trying to find it.
But I messaged her, like,
I think
there's
she
grammatical...
screenshotted the page.
Yeah, I took a picture of it and was like, grammatical error! And she was like, yeah, mine too.
Oh, I found it. Where did you go?
What are we...
Boom.
Oh, what is that?
Look at this! Like, what the heck?
I don't have that.
But, you know, that doesn't actually affect the storyline.
Anyway,
we're just having
actual
rant.
story.
Yeah, so...
I found it
doesn't
slow
wake
to
up.
begin.
Yeah. And... Sorry, I have an itchy nose. I don't know, it's not a bad story. I enjoyed reading it. I quite like reading things that are slightly, like a different take on the originals just because it's more Disney, but it's something I haven't read a million times before.
Or seen or read. Or
Yeah.
seen or read.
I'm just not sure that it does much good for the character of Aurora.
This makes her seem like a whiny little... are we a children's... Can I say...
Just say whiny.
Okay, she's whiny.
Yeah, she is quite whiny.
Whiny little witch.
Yeah, I was trying to put that a bit more delicately. I don't think it does the best for her character.
It does a lot of development for Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Like, I began to really like his
more.
character.
Yeah.
But she's kind of like... Why? Is
She's a
Prince
bit-
Charming in that one anyway?
No, that's Snow White.
Yeah, that's why I just went like...
Well, yeah. Philip, isn't
Philip,
it?
yeah.
Philip, Prince Philip. Oh, it's getting late. It's 9 o'clock, that's late, right?
It is when you've been up since like 6.
That's true. Anyway, it's a good book. It's a good read. I just don't know.
The pacing was very strange.
Yeah, it'd be really fast in certain parts and then...
Like, it took a while to pick up,
slow.
and then, like, loads would happen, and then they'd be walking for, like...
4 days.
Yeah, like 10 pages
I don't
would just
think
be
it's
them
4
walking.
days. But
And then action happens, then they're walking.
just to kind of give you a bit of a background on us as well, we do read a lot. Like, a lot. If you don't read a lot...
It's a very easy read.
Yeah, it's an easy read, so that might be something just to bear in mind. Like, we do constantly have a book on the go at all times and have done since forever.
Yeah. Like,
So
we've always been a reading family.
yeah, so obviously take what we're saying with a pinch of salt because we do tend to like books that are a bit more mentally challenging, whereas if you like an easy
like
read...
heavy
Yeah, like heavy reads. Like I'm really into Jeffrey Deaver, a lot of the like crime books, that kind of thing.
I do read a lot of fantasy and sci-fi, but I just found that this was, because it is a children's story, but they've tried
to make it a bit more adult, and they have done, but it's still not an overly complicated book.
Yeah.
Is that a better way of saying it? Like, it is an easy read, which in some ways is great. And if we were going on holiday, that is the sort of thing I would take with me, because...
Or you have 2 more that you can read.
I have 2 more of these, and we also have some other Disney similar books. So it's great for that sort of thing if you want something a bit lighter. There's nothing overly complicated, and it's quite a good version of the story, actually. The actual story and plot is very good. I like the twist on it.
I do. I just found that, like, the pacing was all over the place. Like, I'd pick it up and be like, I've got to read this, and then be like, well, nothing's happening, so...
I fell asleep in it a few times. But that doesn't mean anything, because...
She falls asleep all the time.
Yeah, I have, like, reading OCD where I have to get to the end of the chapter. You make me sound like I'm narcoleptic. No, I have to get to the end of the chapter.
Me too. I can't stop, like, halfway
But
through
I'm
the chapter.
also ridiculously stubborn. So even when I'm tired, I will force myself. So I will quite often wake up in the book. That's not a reflection on the book at all. Although, again, the pacing being slightly off, some chapters were like half a page, some were like 40. I'm guessing, I didn't actually count them.
I think it was actually 40.
No,
I think it was like 14. I have to admit, I preferred the other, you know, like the Beast Within.
Yeah.
I can't remember what those ones are called. But there's like another group of books.
We'll review A Beast Within.
Yeah, I haven't read the other 2, but I found that story a bit more sort of... It was an easy read.
It was an easier read than this. This is a slightly more grown up.
But I found that one had me a whore... More?
That one had you a whore?
That one had me more hooked because it was like continuous action, whereas this would be like action, nothing, action, nothing, action.
Yeah. So this is definitely a more grown-up read. It goes to a bit more detail. I'm sorry, I have hay fever. But
I think it doesn't help that Sleeping Beauty isn't one of my favourite stories. Like,
no, I'm not massively attached
I love
to
Maleficent,
the story.
but like,
I think
these books will paint her in a bad light, so it's kind of like...
Well, then there is a part where she's not.
No, there isn't.
Well, there kind of is.
They think she's nice, but she's not.
Yeah. I actually really would have liked to see where that part of the story went.
Yeah, I really would have...
Just without spoiling it, it sets up to be one story and then twists off in another direction completely. I actually would have been really interested to see where the first part of that story went.
Yeah, but...
Like, really interested. Write that.
Write to them. Like,
write that too.
Finish that story, then you can do your tangent.
Yeah. I want to know. But yeah, I mean, it was a good book. It was a good read. It just... I don't think it did much for Princess Aurora. Like, I feel like it set her back as a character, but it did propel Prince Philip. I just wish it kept it a bit more, yeah.
I think the problem was I reread Inkheart before I started reading that.
Oh, well, that was silly.
Yeah, that was a bad idea. If you haven't read Inkheart, read Inkheart. Don't watch the film. It's terrible.
Oh, no, the film is awful.
But...
Not what we're reviewing.
No, there isn't a film of that.
Okay, so if you had to give this a score out of 5... I'm so congested right now.
3.8.
You can't have 0.8? What the heck?
I can, because I don't quite want to give it a 4. I don't want to give it a 3. I don't want to give it a 3.5.
I was going to say, most people would go 3.5. What the heck?
because it's better than a 3.5. It's not a 4.
Actually, I kind of agree.
Yeah.
After all that. So yeah, I mean, it is a good book. It's a nice, easy read-ish. Well, it is an easy read.
It is.
But it's not, like, super easy so you feel like you're reading a kid's book.
I don't feel like we did a very good review.
We are terrible at this.
Basically, we both really liked it, but then messaged each other like spelling mistakes, pacing issues.
Yeah, there was a few little issues in the book, for me personally. It's not something that I'd be like, oh my god, this was amazing, go read it. But actually it is worth a read. Does that make any sense?
If you're a Disney fan, it's worth a read. If you're not, probably not.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's about being a book fan, you will find something better. If it's a Disney fan side of it that you're coming from, then actually it's a good book.
Yeah. I think the Disney child in me was going, I love this, I love this.
Yeah.
And the book fan of me was going like, it's not the most, like, it's not the best story.
There's better written books out there. But for a Disney fan, Disney book, it's a lot more adult than the other versions that we can't remember, but it's the ones that look like The Beast Within. They're literally over there.
I can see them.
There's Unfortunate Soul and Ferris.
Should I grab one of them?
Yeah, sure, why not? They're sort of written a lot more simple, so that would probably be more for your younger readers. There's a lipstick rolling at me. But it's a good book.
Right,
I forgot what I was even saying.
This one.
Yeah, so this style of book is a lot more simple.
But they are good as well.
But I mean, look at the writing size in this. And this. So this is what we mean, like, this is definitely more of an adult
And this is
book.
like 4 pages to a chapter, like...
They are so easy to read.
Yeah, I could read these in my sleep. I haven't read this one yet though, so...
Put that back.
Put what back?
Anyway, just thought we'd share this random little sort of book review with you. I don't know if that was any good or any help at all, but if you have read this,
please tell us your opinion, whether
Yes.
it's just us being
I want a Disney
picky
book
and-
club.
Disney Book Club?
Can
Disney
we do
Book
a
Club.
Disney book club?
Disney Book Club.
I don't know how that would work, but we need a Disney book
Twitter.
club. Yes!
Let's
Or
put this-
Skype.
Twitter, Skype.
Okay, so if you're interested in joining us for a Disney book club, especially if you've read this, so we can talk to someone that's read this and like have like a spoiler containing rant
Yeah,
/ review, then let us know below and we'll try and figure out how we can set that up.
we
because that would be
also
amazing.
have Tell Us Old as Time in these ones to read. If
Yeah,
you want
we've
a
just
review
started.
of that,
Give us a thumbs up if you like this so we know.
yeah,
Because we read quite a lot and we'd like to do some more book reviews, maybe a bit more structured than this one.
I think we might need to make notes.
We will make notes next time.
I'm not highlighting there.
Not in the book.
No, exactly.
Anyway, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button.
Like it if you've read Inkheart.
Because apparently that's what she wants to talk about today.
I do.
Oh dear.
I love that book.
We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.